get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. As long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. As long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in.
Hey, you get out. I'm dancing to that song. I didn't realise you loved that song so much.
We sing it all the time, actually. We do it all the time. I'm not even winding you up.
Gav was saying, he said everybody in the office sings it as well. Yeah. So that's lovely. How nice to see you on Friday night. How are you doing? That was really well. Really good event, wasn't it? Really good event. And we've got another one coming up. Awesome. We got another one coming up this week as well.
Thursday, Dartington Hall, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Be there or be square.
Right, who can come?
Cool kids are invited though.
Who can come?
Anyone who's affiliated with the event or anyone who wants to exhibit.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's anyone who is exhibiting.
Yeah, but don't we ask sometimes, like, bring people that might want to exhibit?
Yeah. The friends of friends.
Thing is, though, actually, we are now at the point where we've got, about 4 stands left?
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
Tell actually how many people you've signed up today.
So today we've got the Royal Navy and the Royal Marines exhibiting at BizFest. So
awesome, dude.
The British Army.
If it kicks off, we've got the police, we've got the fire brigade, and we've got the Marines and the Royal Navy now.
And what about me?
Oh, and we've got Gav,
who's an overweight veteran.
Yeah. But we've also brought on another great exhibitor today, Metric Hub, who have taken a stand, and they're also going to be speaking at the event. So we are now 189 individual organisations affiliated and being a part of the event on the 2nd of April. I mean, I don't know.
Nearly 200. That's incredible. And this is all from a standing start. You're a brand new set. You've come to this from nowhere. The thing is, right, to be perfectly fair, you've done this before, haven't you, Jamie?
Yeah, well,
it's not as if you don't know what you're doing, is it?
Well, we've both sold an event before, haven't we?
Yeah.
But this is the first time where we've done our own event. So, in terms of selling the event, to be honest, it's probably the easiest sales job I've ever had, actually, because no one else is messing with the plan. It's me and Gav. Everything that we're doing is what we want to do, and everything is done in our way. And the feedback that we've had from the exhibitors so far has been nothing short of tremendous. Obviously, the partnerships and the affiliations with amazing people such as yourself that have supported us since day one. It's mind-blowing. I said to Gavin today, this is arguably, it's not even no argument about it. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. This really is. It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
It is. It's very
well done.
That's what you just said, though. This is the best
best thing. But yeah, you can probably tell we're so excited.
And that came over on Friday night when you were speaking, when you were talking with people. Yeah, and I keep telling you, you've got to change your name to BizFest. Right, I'm going to put you on the spot now. And the thing is, right, everyone watching is sort of like thinking, oh, they've rehearsed this. You don't even know what's coming next. Is there going to be a BizFest 2026?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
we are
unless no one shows up on the 2nd of April, then we might have to get but I mean we're like 2,800 pre-registered tickets now. We had a really nice bump in ticket registers after Friday, but also as well the last Friday and Saturday we had the amazing Paul Fenton at BFG driving around Exeter with a flatbed transit van with a massive digital screen on the back.
That doesn't make it sound sexy when you say a flatbed with a screen on the back.
But yeah, just all the things that we're doing at the moment to create exposure around the event. And, anyone who's got social media in the southwest, south of Bristol, knows that we are everywhere.
We are, so to give you a bit of a stat, we are reaching 1 million people in 28 days. So every 28 days, over the past 6 months, we've been reaching 1 million people.
That's incredible.
My own opinion, the event, we were talking about this on Friday when we were on the journey up to Exeter. My opinion is that the event is either going to be good or it's going to be insanely good. Like,
yeah.
There is no way that it's going to be like. And again, you saw it, like you saw it yourself on Friday at the Ludo. Like everyone was a buzz about it. Everyone was talking. We had people coming up to us who I've never met before, going really excited about it. Love your branding, love the way you've been, and it's just like amazing. Like it's cool.
Awesome. Any other news you want to share before I bring on our penultimate guest? Because we've got the last show next week. This has been so much fun doing this for you guys. We're gonna have a chat about doing it next year because I thoroughly enjoyed it. But you got anything else to share before I bring on these three lucky guests?
I would just say, like, the last 3-4 weeks for me and Gavin have arguably been the most stress I've ever been through in my entire life. And you know, when you're running your own business, you know, the buck stops with you, and you know, and it's the first time. I mean, Gavin's ran Kerno Media for like 5 years now, but it's the first time I've ever experienced it like that, and the stress and it's been phenomenal. But Friday was the first time where I gave myself that moment to go, just enjoy it, Jay. Just breathe it in. And now, you know, we're like, the floor plan's rammed. I mean, you know how big the West Point is, Ashley.
I know, it's huge.
We're filling all of it. This is
filling the whole thing.
This is going to be the biggest business show the Southwest has ever seen, and to do that in 10 months, and for that to be our foundation and what we build from for 2026, 2027, 2028, it's going to be off the hook. So my message is to all the exhibitors, speakers, sponsors, partners, your good self, you are in safe hands. This is going to be decent.
Awesome, guys. We can't say any more. I will see you next week. I will see you Thursday for this amazing thing. But see you in a couple of weeks' time. See you next Monday for the last show. And I'll be wearing a black armband. Right, let's get these lovely people in. See you guys.
See you later.
Thank you.
Right, so we've got Jilly, we've got Rachel, and we've got Paul coming to you from the Southwest. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Morning. Okay, no order at all. I'm going to go with Jilly first. Jilly, who are you? What do you do? And how do you help us?
Sorry, I'm Jilly from Travel Counsellors, independent travel agent. A bit of news today. It's my 17th year running my own business. Woo! Today.
When you said it's my 7th, I thought you were going to, it's my 70th birthday. Wow, you look good, girl.
No, I wish not.
17 years in business today. Congratulations. Today. Wow,
so,
wow.
Very, very chuffed. So I'm an independent travel agent working from home that gives you very different support than what you would normally get. So my main support you get is 24/7. Clients have my personal number. If you have any issues at all, just get hold of me. Middle of the night, middle of the day, whatever. I mean, you can't get better.
So if I book a holiday through you and my toilet doesn't flush, do I phone you?
Yeah, you can do. You literally have had worse. I've had worse.
Oh, no. Right, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. This is a lunchtime show. Lovely to meet you. Rachel, tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, I'm Rachel Taylor from Swig Finance. I'm a business manager. So actually help businesses by lending them money. I have to say my surname because we've actually got a lot of Rachels in Swig. One of which is also a business manager. So just to be nice and easy. But I look to support businesses.
Fantastic. With all kinds of finance that we need for on our business, from something small like a laptop to a bit of plant that costs a couple of $100,000.
Yeah, our minimum loan is 25,000. So unless you want a really, really expensive laptop, it might be a number of laptops for all the staff.
For the team, yeah, superb. And finally, but by no means last, Dave, who are you? What do you do?
Hi guys, I'm Dave from 07. We're called in Barnstable. We're a local independent telecoms company, so we provide broadband, we provide VoIP telephone systems, mobile phones, tariffs, all the exciting stuff that everybody needs in their business, in their life.
Absolutely, we all need to be communication specialists if we're running a business, and we need to be able to communicate with people. So that's absolutely perfect. But the thing that got me today was that you're going to be turning off the PSTN. So what does that mean? And what are the ramifications? Because ladies, do you know what PSTN is? No, absolutely. So come on, Dave, it's all yours.
So the PSTN, if you really know to need the actual name of it, is the Public Switch Telephone Network. Basically, all your old telephone lines, all your old copper cabling are going to be shut down. January 2027 is the cutoff date, but Openreach are advising people that they will start shutting down some of them from December 25. So yeah,
Wow.
not too long.
No. So tell me, so you're shutting down all the telephone lines. So does that mean my mum with her proper telephone that you dial, I won't be able to call her anymore?
So yes, essentially, yeah, that line will not work. So what you need to do is either transfer to what we call a VoIP telephone system, so voice over internet protocol. So basically a digital phone. That's essentially how it's going to be. It's going to work over the internet. Or you can get adapters for the older phones, for the older generation that are going to struggle. As I say, this is the business side of the things. So we only deal with business, but yeah, the domestic market, everything will have to change eventually.
Wow, that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare.
It's a lot of work, and we've been doing this. We've been talking about this for quite a few years now. The date was put back to January 27. But as I say, they are going to start turning off some of them at the end of December this year. So there are certain areas of the country and certain postcodes, stuff like that, that will start getting services switched off, unfortunately. So we need everybody to, whether they talk to us or anybody else, their supplier, their incumbent supplier, they need to start doing it straight away.
Yeah, we need to start talking about it.
Absolutely.
So for Gilly and Rachel, what do they need to do?
So you need to speak to your existing supplier, or obviously come and speak to us, which is what everybody wants, and have a look at exactly what services you're being provided at the moment, and then you can get a sort of a proposal to upgrade everything essentially. So that's your first port of call, is to look at what you've got at the moment, your existing services, and then speak to somebody who will tell you what they can do, how they can do it. And to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, it's actually cheaper to upgrade than it is to stay where you are anyway. So actually you should be able to upgrade your services and save yourself some money.
Fantastic. And if you need money to do that, you can speak to Rachel, can't you, Rachel?
Can indeed. Be more than happy to help. And that's one of the many things that we lend money for when systems need upgrading, and things change, and they change regularly in business.
And what's the most common bit of equipment that people are getting finance for, or the most common thing people go, oh, Rachel, I need some money? What's the most common thing?
Oh, we don't actually have a common thing, because we deal with all businesses. So it will be vehicles, big bits of machinery. It literally can be for any reason. CNC machines. So for production companies, for cutting out materials, because they can be really expensive, so like 150,000 at a time. And they can quite often do like an asset finance, but if they're buying secondhand, which makes it a bit more cost effective, you can't necessarily get what would be a traditional finance on there. So people will come to us.
No, awesome. 17 years in business, Gilly.
Yeah.
17 years doing the travel counselling.
Yeah, so prior to that, I was working in a travel agency on the high street for 10 years.
Right. Okay. So should we change your name to Judith Chalmers?
Pretty much. I do try and go away once a month. Really
once a month?
Once a month, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Right. Okay.
It's all for work purposes.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How is everyone else going to know? So
yeah, absolutely. So okay, I'm going to Malta in a couple of weeks' time. What am I going to expect there?
We haven't booked it with me, so can't give you that advice.
So what's the popular destinations?
Destinations at the moment, the usual: America, Spain, Thailand, South Africa, because the rand is so weak against the pound at the moment. You get a lot for your money. And then with business travel, there's a lot more companies realizing they need someone that is an expert in their field to help them and relieve some pressure off someone else in their job role, because they don't really know what they're doing with it. So yeah, that's huge at the moment as well. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going up to Glasgow for I'm doing a talk in June I've already booked it all because I didn't even think that you know what you do, and you may not do it anyway. But could I have just turned around to you and say, hey, I need 2 nights in Glasgow and I need to get there, and you'd sort all that out. You'd book my hotels and book my travel. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
That's really handy to know.
Yeah,
that's really handy to know.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, right, I'm just sort of like thinking, oh, let's go to Spain. Let's give Gilly a bell. But you do all of that as well. That would really save a lot of stress.
It's easy on the internet to look for something if you know what you're looking for.
No, but I have
Don't know what you
anxiety.
want.
I know I have anxiety because I come on there and Dave and Rachel nod if this is you. You're sort of like, oh, and which one do I book and where do I go?
Look for different days, different who flies on what date.
We missed all of that, Gilly. We missed all of that. You have to say that again.
Hello?
Yeah, we lost you.
Yeah, the internet went down. Sorry. Don't know what happened.
I can help with that.
There.
Yeah, I think you need to pop. You need to pop round, Dave. She's
no problem.
She's absolutely frozen there. God, are you back, Gilly?
I don't know.
No, she's not. Oh dear.
I don't know. Am I back?
Are you back?
Oh, frozen again.
No, absolutely. Right. Okay. So.
Am I back?
Are you? Go on. What were you saying?
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah. Go on. Yeah. Go on. What were you saying?
I can't remember now. Sorry.
We were talking. We were talking about my anxiety.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, I can look after that, so you won't have any anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I'm in control of it.
Yeah. Absolutely. That would be lovely to just sort of like pick up the phone, Gilly. That's where I'm going.
You have it all on your app, your travel counselor's app, so you'll be able to then have it all in hand. Everything will have to show on there. If there's any flight changes, it pops up immediately. So yeah, it's very good indeed. Good for people with anxiety, Ashley.
Yeah, absolutely. So and this is the thing. Anyone else here get travel anxiety?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. It's not just me. It's not just me. You know, and he's sort of like, oh, I'm going to get the wrong flight, and he's sort of like, you check it, and so this trip to Malta. Okay. My daughter's going because her husband is playing rugby for the Malta team. How cool is that? And she said, Dad, do you want to come and watch? And I went, yeah, what do I need to do? She said, just give me some money and I'll sort it all out. So there's no anxiety. All I need to do is stand outside my house with my suitcase on the morning that we leave. They're going to come and pick me up. We all go to the airport together. We jump on the plane together. We've got somewhere to stay and we all come home together. So yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So
you're the expert in your field and I'm the expert in mine. So I can make it nice and easy for you.
And this is it, isn't it? And that's the trouble, you know, because you're not doing this all the time. How do you do it? And it's the same thing with Rachel and finance. You know, so like if I had to fill out a form to work out how much money I need, what are the biggest mistakes we make when applying for finance, Rachel?
Not being prepared, really. And it very much depends on where you go to. So we're a not-for-profit, so we're there to support businesses who can't get more traditional finance. But a lot of the time, you know, you go to the traditional finances, they just go, this is the information, and they just expect you to receive it. But, you know, for us, yes, we need the information, but we will take you through it step by step. You know, if you haven't done a cash flow forecast, we're small enough to be able to help you with it and guide you through what you need to do. But the worst mistake is asking for the wrong amount, because people will think if they borrow less, they're more likely to get it.
Yep. No, if I'm looking for a CNC machine that costs $100,000, I'm going to need a little bit more to get it plumbed in and set up and some training and stuff like that. So I might need to apply for $120,000, and I've got more chance of getting that because it covers the whole package. Because it's pointless having a machine you don't know how to use.
Yeah, and lots of people will do it. So I've had somebody this morning and they're looking to buy a business. So they've gone, right, this is what we need. And we've gone, yeah, but what about solicitors' fees? And, you know, there's other fees that are involved. So moving into the premises, let's all add it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make sure you've got the right amount that you need.
Yeah, and when you say specialist lending, stuff like that, you know, a little alarm bell goes off in my head. Does that mean it's going to be more expensive than traditional lending?
No, not really. It's just that we're a smaller company, so we can take time to have the conversation. That there are a lot of lenders out there that it's all algorithms. So they will ask you for information, but it is very much the computer says no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas we'll have conversations. It might be you don't need as much. You don't need that 100,000. You actually only need 75,000. Or yes, you do need the 100,000, but you need 50,000 of it now, and then 50,000 of it in 4 months' time. Let's split it. Let's not be paying that interest over that period of
that
time.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's all about doing what's right for the customer and help them to get there. Because at the end of the day, we just want that business to succeed. And whereas some finance companies are very much of how much we're lending, how we see whether we've done a good job, it's how many jobs we've helped to safeguard or create, or an environmental impact. That's what really gets us excited about the impacts that we can make here in the Southwest.
Yeah, no, and this is why I love working with Southwest businesses. Why I'm proud to be a part of the BizFest team and stuff like that, because that's what counts, isn't it? It's not the profit, it's not the everything else. It's the being small enough to care. We've heard from Gilly, we've heard from you as well, Rachel, and I guess that's exactly the same with your telecoms, with you, Dave. Because why go to BT when we can get proper personal service from Dave?
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that you can get, you can still get those kind of services from a local supplier. People automatically think of BT and Sky and all the other sort of big names, big players, but we can do everything they can do, but with a much better customer service. We can go out and do surveys for customers to see exactly what it is they actually need, rather than just throwing lines of broadband and handsets and phones at people. We go out, we talk to customers, we look at exactly what they've got, and we always come up with the best solution. It's not a case of, we'll just replicate that because that's what you've got. It's actually, do you know what? You don't need this, you don't need that. And it's always, a lot of it is about saving people money as well. It's always a conversation that we try and have, is that people think they need 2 or 3 lines of broadband, or they need the fastest broadband speed that they can get, which is great, and a lot of businesses do need that. But if you don't need it, do you know what? Don't pay for it. It's all about trying to help people as much as we can, because as everybody else has said on the call, we're all experts in our field, but that's what we're here for. Nobody else should know everything about everything. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, and I think that's the great thing about dealing with local businesses rather than some big corporation that's faceless and you're just dealing with somebody that works there. So it makes an awful lot of difference. You guys are all running businesses in the Southwest, and you're all exhibiting at BizFest. So what are you most looking forward to at BizFest, and why did you book a stand? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go on then, Jenny.
I'm looking to make more connections with businesses so we can collaborate, really make more connections, help each other out, give each other advice as well, because obviously businesses are constantly growing and changing along with everything else in the world. So it's good to have knowledge from all sides of everywhere, and then obviously ultimately to meet more clients. So
yeah, absolutely. Rachel, your turn.
Yeah, pretty much the same, but it's good because everybody's usually more relaxed, and being to Gavin's and Jamie's preemptive little meetings with stallholders, it's great because you get insight into market trends, and as Dave has given us some quite key information of what we need to know for the future for our own businesses, but also to help support our clients. So it's a great exchange of information that we can help each other out.
Yeah, perfect. All right, your turn, Dave.
Yeah, again, sort of mirroring everybody else's comments, really. Yeah, to help raise our profile, to push us a bit further out. We're very North Devon based here, but we do have customers all over the country, and we want to raise that profile even more. We want to shout about the business and how we can help people. But yeah, I mean, where else are you going to stand in front of a few thousand people and get the conversations that you're going to have with those people? You're not going to get that anywhere else. So from what Jamie and Gavin have built, from what they've told us, and for what we've seen, it's going to be a great show with loads of opportunities for all of us, I think.
Yeah. And are you having sweets or anything on your stands?
I've got a prize on mine.
You got a prize. What can we win on
Yeah.
your stand, Gilly?
And you can win a very nice Samsonite suitcase.
Oh, very nice. That's a really cool present to get. I like that. I like that. What have we got to do to win a suitcase?
It's gonna. I've been debating it, to be honest, but probably just cards in a bowl, I think, and then pick out at the end the winner.
Perfect. I like that. That works. That works. Rachel?
Haven't decided yet, to be honest.
Lindor chocolate. Those little round Lindor chocolates. That's what we need.
I want Haribo, really, because I love Haribo, but I could imagine just eating the whole lot.
That's what somebody said a couple of weeks ago. I said, I'm not going to have any sweets on my stand because I will eat them. And Dave, on your stand, what are we going to get on your stand?
So we normally do if we've done exhibits like this before, we are quite well known for our old school 07 bugs. You remember these that you used to see?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So
goodness.
And I have done some networking events where Rachel has been. So Rachel has probably seen these before. So I'm sorry, Rachel, there are loads of these coming out again.
But
so
we
normally have
any on my stand, did you? You stuck them on other people's stands so that we attended together.
Yes, I was trying not to pester you too much with that. There's certain people that I try not to pester, but everybody else is sort of free reign, you know. So we have a big bowl of those, and we'll do guess how many bugs are in the bowl. We haven't quite decided on the prize yet, but we'll come up with something.
Oh, Samsonite suitcase. See, they seem to be all the rage this season.
Well, there you go.
We've literally got a couple of minutes left. I'm just going to go around to each of you just to give us a little bit of promo for your business. And so what can we expect when we work with you, and how do we get hold of you? So you can kick it off, Gilly.
So I have been a travel agent for over 26 years and running my own business for 17 years today. I'm a gold travel counsellor, which means I'm in the top 10% of the company. So because we're a franchise. So I'm very, very busy, have lots of clients. My repeat clients are about 80%, so it's quite huge. And I gain my new clients from recommendations and referrals. So that's huge for me. Look after the clients I have, and then they look after me in turn. Get hold of me anyway, to be honest. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, email, WhatsApp, phone calls, email, just I've got a
you're there. You're on it.
Whatever which way you want to get hold of me. The main thing really is I'll always care. I'm always honest and upfront. If I think what the clients asked for isn't quite right, I'll be very open and honest about that and say, no, I think you should do this, or what about this? And I just ultimately treat my clients like my friends. So a lot of my really good standing clients I see quite frequently, go for coffee, go for dinner, go to the Chiefs or what have you. So I do like to build really good relationships with my clients. I get to know what they like and that sort of thing as well. So that's very unusual. A very personal service.
Love it. Love it. That's absolutely wonderful. Rachel, your turn.
Yeah, pretty much the same personal service. We will hold your hand through the process to hopefully get you what you need for the business. I've been with Swig nearly 6 years now, and prior to that I was 21 years in a high street bank, so just a little bit of experience with the finance of businesses. Wow. I know, I don't look old enough, do I? So yeah, you can reach out by contacting the office, email me, phone me, LinkedIn comes through quite a bit. And it's nice when clients actually tag you into posts saying how well they've been doing because of your finance and that they've grown literally in a couple of months. So yeah, it's personal service, it's people saying yes rather than a computer saying.
I love it. I love it. Dave, please don't say the same as the others, but it is the same as it is, because that's really what we've talked about today, is the personal service that you get from working with people in the Southwest. So come on, Dave, your turn.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, again, personal service, local service. We know the area. We know the kind of problems that people are having, and we want to just take that hassle away. We want to be a bit like Gilly with the travel. We know what services are available to people. We know what you can and can't do, what you do and don't need. So we can help advise you with that. And we can deal with anybody from, Fred in a shared little one-man band that just wants a SIM-only tariff, all the way up to a huge company that wants an overall an overhaul of all their services. 600 users, loads of handsets, stuff like that. We can do anything and everything. So yeah.
Awesome. Guys, you've been absolute superstars today. Before we say goodbye, I'm just going to give a shout out to our last ever show, which is next week with Graham, Becky, and Paul. When I say last ever show, last ever BizFest show, but I'm still going to be here every single Monday helping people see what's going on in this world that we call business. So, Jilly, Rachel, Dave, thank you so much for coming along.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Cheerio now. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
You get out what you put in.